John, look, you were involved in this thing from the get-go. Give us your assessment on this leveling of indictments that went down with Fani Willis on Monday night.
Well, the indictment is a sham. You've got a district attorney who is obviously a liberal Democrat who is just relishing her new opportunity to be on the national stage and to see her picture plastered all over the news with an indictment that even Alan Dershowitz, who is one of the most liberal Democrats in the nation, says that the indictment is flawed. And they engaged in unlawful activity. They posted the indictment on the Fulton County District Attorney's own website before the grand jury voted to indict Donald Trump. And that just shows you, I think, how corrupt and dishonest these people are. It's a sham. It's a setup. And I think all the four indictments are being coordinated. If you watched Fani Willis yesterday, she was asked, did you talk to the special prosecutor along the way before indicting Donald Trump? And her response, oh, I'm not going to discuss that. Well, I think we have our answer.
So, John, everybody's going to get arraigned, I guess, on Monday. Mugshots, handcuffs, the whole bit. They're going to take them through the clown show going on there. Go ahead. I know. Well, they're all friends of ours, right? You got David Schaefer. He was indicted for sending an email to book a room. You've got Sean Still, state senator, elected state senator. He was indicted for being one of the 12 alternative electors. I'm just picking a few people out by name. I'm not sure what Misty did. I have no earthly idea. So, and then you got Bob Cheeley. So Bob Cheeley, who's a friend of ours, was the lawyer for Perdue and for Caroline Jeffords on getting to the bottom of these 150,000 mail-in ballots. He gets indicted because of what he had written in the lawsuit. So now let me get this straight. You sue somebody, you sue something, and you don't get the success you wanted, or what did they say? They said they didn't have standing. It never actually got defeated. It said it never got standing. And now you're going to indict him and try to prosecute him and imprison him on what was in his lawsuit. And they said he made false statements. How do you know he made false statements if the thing never got adjudicated? Like, what the hell is going on here, John?
But John, this is a very important point, and it's not surprising that you and our viewers and the average person is not aware of it, because the media, the mainstream media, doesn't report it. But they've got a real problem here with Sheely, a big problem. And I think that God works in mysterious ways. And I think he may have just opened the door wide open for us to go do what we have needed to do for the last 3 years. Robert Amaro, the judge of the Superior Court of Henry County, where the case was litigated, ruled that Sheely had demonstrated a prima facie case. He ruled that the ballots be unsealed. Now, 10 months later, he threw the case out on standing. It very much felt to me and others that something changed with the judge. Did someone get to him? Did somebody say, oh, I think you'd be a great Supreme Court judge. You just got this little case down there you need to deal with. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I don't know how it happens. I have no earthly idea. But what I do know is that I watched him from the first hearing. He ruled for us 6 times. He ordered the ballots to be unsealed. He never gave us the time, place, and manner of inspection. But that order still stands. And those ballots are still sitting in the English Street warehouse under lock and key from the clerk of the Superior Court. They are under the judge's order. And the Supreme Court of Georgia just months ago ruled, they overturned the judge's decision to throw us out on standing. And they found that voters do have standing. So this case is still alive. It is still pending. Now, Sheely has made a motion to disqualify the judge in Fulton County, who has more than once shown his absolute utter bias, and he is not fit to hear this case. we expect the other Fulton judges to recuse themselves, and we'll get a new judge appointed. Now, they're dragging their feet. They're going to stretch it out as long as they can. But this Fani Willis indictment, when you think about it, it gives us a chance to go in there and bring real evidence that proves that the Georgia 2020 election was indeed stolen. We've got 40,000 illegal votes that our forensic accountant and other experts have identified, 3,500 duplicate ballots, people voting from UPS stores and homeless shelters. It was and then 2,000 mules. There is so much evidence of fraud, it's overwhelming. And this case just might be the opportunity for Donald Trump to mount a defense along with Bob Shealy and others and bring this evidence into a court of law. And I'm excited about it. It's a high risk, high stakes strategy, but the fact is, it's true. It's the truth, and ultimately, I think these cases are going to be decided by the Supreme Court anyway, and they're all a sham. Dershowitz and other legal scholars have said that they're flawed, and the elements of the crimes that are alleged are not present in the allegations.